Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Kaylon, and this is Kaylon Talks, where we talk about all things, subjects, things, topics, anything. Still working on the intro, but in today's video, we're going to talk about your life is not over as a mother. And as a mother, I agree. I agree that it takes 1 hour to film a video, depending on what video you're doing. It doesn't take more than an hour to do a video unless you're like really doing like some studio event. But in order for you to like make content, it's not that hard. Going out isn't that hard. Planning your time is not that hard. You had to do that before kids. I also believe that before you had kids, weren't you a responsible adult? And let me preface by saying not every adult has an adult mind. So when I say that, I'm talking to us responsible adults. I'm not talking to those adults that aren't responsible. Do you get it? I'm not talking to y'all. So when it comes to having children, I honestly believe it's like you when you do, I don't know if I can say that word. When you do drugs, I don't really do that. You smoke herb, right? I do herb. I'm not even gonna say that. When you do those things, when you take alternating things, smoking, whatever, shrooms, whatever, the person you are before is who it will enhance. And I believe children are like that. Who you were before, it amplifies who you were. So if you were irresponsible, addicted, your mental health was crap, you weren't working on yourself, it's not gonna be smooth sailing, obviously. But when it comes to like getting things done, it's really mind over matter. And again, I am not talking about them as irresponsible adults. I'm not. I'm talking about adults who are, in fact, in tune and sane. So let's get into this video.
If you feel like you need permission to start living your life even as a mom, here it is. I think we can sometimes just go through motherhood like we're always waiting for the kids to grow up, waiting for things to get easier, waiting to feel like ourselves again. But this is where we're at right now. Why should we not enjoy it? You can still do the things that you love. It just looks different. You might have to adjust things, slow things down, but doesn't mean that you just stop living life altogether. Still do the things that you enjoy, or even better, find new things to do, new ways of doing it that fits in the season that you're in. Just don't put yourself on hold, because these years shouldn't just be years that you're just trying to get through. I know I don't want to look back in 10, 15 years time, looking at my kids' childhoods and thinking all I was doing was trying to survive. I was there, I enjoyed it, I really did live. You can still be a mum and you can still be yourself. Don't feel like you need to pick between the two.
I agree. I don't feel like I have to decide or pick between the two because I honestly enjoy being a mother. I am not on that bandwagon that's going around talking about bashing that you have kids. Obviously it is hard, but one thing I learned, especially in like challenging moments having children, is that in the young stage, you definitely do have to shed an old part of yourself. You have to shed the self that is all about you. You do have to give. And the more kids you have, the more you have to be like, okay. And let's be honest, most of y'all who don't have kids don't even put yourself first, right? So it's like, I see a lot of hate going out. It's getting like a taste of you don't like kids, which means you don't like yourself. Because how could you not like yourself? And we're just all big kids at the end of the day. So your inner child is suffering. Just say that. Just say that your inner child is suffering. Because how can you not like kids? They're like the most, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, the financial side, yes, I get it. Yeah, another excuse that y'all love to put in there, talking about, oh, finances. Poor people have children too. Having children is one of the most natural things that happens to us on this God green earth. Anything outside of that is all like obviously not normal. Argue with your mom. I also believe what she said. She was saying you don't have to choose either or. You just have to make time for it. Just like when you're texting your mans and he's like, he doesn't have time for you. It means that he's not putting you in the schedule. He doesn't care about that he needs to entertain you. Yeah? So just like how you have time for your man's, another woman's child that you want to ride and sit on, thank you. So let's stop bashing women who have kids and women who have kids. Stop bashing women who don't have kids. Can we just all just live our lives? Thank you.
I don't know what mom needs to hear this, but just because you have a child or kids does not mean your life stops. You can still live your best life and still be the best mom in the world. Yes, your kids are always supposed to come first, but never stop living your life just because you have kids. The thing about me is I'm going to live my life. I'm going to go get me a drink. I'm going to go get my nails did. I'm going to go out to eat by myself if I want to. And sometimes I may bring my daughter. It all depends on how I'm feeling. But to stop living my life just because I have a child, no. I really be feeling bad for the moms who feel like just because they have kids, they're not supposed to enjoy their life. Always make time for yourself and don't get lost in motherhood.
I agree. Don't get lost in motherhood, y'all. I almost found myself in the lost trenches, y'all. I almost did. I almost lost myself in the trenches. I could not believe that I found myself in the state of, oh, you look rough. You've been wearing that same shirt since Monday. Why y'all wear the shirt since Monday? And why your ear don't comb? All if it's just two big plaits. And can't even go back. Why you look like that? Eh? Put on some lip gloss. Shave your eyebrow. Put on some coconut oil and castor oil under your eyes because they're dark. It's insane. And I know that we go through things mentally postpartum. I do. But you have a choice. And you have discipline. I believe in us. I honestly do. I believe that mothers are the strongest women on this planet. I really do. Because like we go through it. I nearly lost the nerve sensation in my hand. I got almost got took out by fucking pregnancy gingivitis. In my first pregnancy, I got a fupa now. You know, coming from a 6-pack to a fupa. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I'm like, we fat now. When are you ever gonna get this chance again to be fat? Especially with someone who struggled to put on weight, who had weight and then struggled to take it off. It's a journey. And all of this was before kids. I was skinny and fat before kids. So what is the excuse? What is the excuse you're gonna say now? There's no excuse. It's either you are interested in doing it and you are not. I was interested. And I was also not interested. Why don't we allow people to change their minds? Why are we so hell-bent on one or the other? We proceed.
I can tell who the unfit ass mamas are just by reading the shit that y'all say. Y'all are saying that your life don't stop when you have a baby, and you should bring your baby to every activity and event that you go to, just because your ass can't find no babysitter. Baby, I grew up in an era where docs would tell you, and even the elders would tell you, don't bring that baby out until that baby is over like 3 months. Now, I know sometimes you can't do that because we still have shit that we gotta do. Like going to the grocery stores and going to, places that you actually need to go to. I understand that. But you bitches are bringing these babies to the parties. Bringing a newborn baby to a concert with over thousands of people in the arena is one of the most craziest shit I have ever seen. Like when I became a mom, I had to change my whole entire life for my children. I had to stay away from places and people because I know that now when I do shit, it don't just affect me, it affects my child. Like when I was young, I wanted to go so many places, but I couldn't because I couldn't find no babysitter. So I had to just miss out on certain shit. And then with all these different type of sickness going around, why would you even want to bring your baby around that? Not only that, anything can happen at these concerts. Y'all didn't see half the shit that went on at these concerts, so why would you bring a baby? I just feel like if you cannot find a babysitter, baby, you gotta miss out for that event. It was not.
Okay, so I get what she's saying. I saw that video where the mom literally, she just popped out the baby like 2 minutes ago and have the baby with like headphones on in the stadium. That's OD. That's OD. And then people were saying, oh, she bought the tickets before. It's a waste of ticket. It's also a waste of 9 months if your baby gets sick, my love. Let's think about these things before we do it. Let's think about these decisions that we make before doing it. But I get what she means, right? If your life is active, you're outside, I'm on the outside, you're gonna enjoy your life, right? But at the same time, you can't miss out you can't miss out for like 6 months of partying. Look at it as like the perspective of my body is healing. I might die. I might hemorrhage if I don't take this time to heal. The rest of my life and my baby's life is depending on me healing well. You don't think that's more important than wanting to go to a party? Go to one party, every party is the same. People ain't dancing no more. So where are you going? Where are you going? Take a nap. You don't even have time for a nap, but you have time for a concert. You're doing too much. You are honestly doing too much. And I know I'm pointing my finger and talking, but I'm also talking to myself. When it comes to, for example, there are like seminars I wanted to go to. I know I'm a nerd. I know. But it's saying like you want to go out to certain places, and in the early phases, you can't just leave your kids willy-nilly. Things are going around. Big old shutdown the other day. So it's like, in these times, I understand that some women do not want to mingle with people outside. And it feels isolating. You know, it really does. I get it.
My best advice, if you're pregnant, stay off TikTok and stay off Instagram right now, or limit your intake, especially if you're happy about being pregnant right now, because these people hate kids on here, or hate the fact that people are getting pregnant and are happy about it, or even if they're not expressing it. Being pregnant right now in this tricked out world or independent world is the most terrible thing ever. I'm happy as hell to meet my son. Like, we about to have a blast, and I just feel like whatever I need, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna adjust, period. Like, my son is overly good no matter the situation, and I'm gonna be overly good.
On period. I am the person, what she said, I am the person who is willing to adjust. A lot of us are not willing to adjust. So therefore, I hate to say it, wrap it up. If you know the man is not willing to adjust to the needs of the child, wrap it up. And I give this advice to any youngins around me who I look to as like my little sisters and stuff like that. Men can say, yeah, I'm wearing a condom and protection, all of that good stuff, right? But you should also protect yourself. If you have to check that condom before he puts it on, you do that. And if you're uncertain, you know what to do for the next 24 to 72 hours. You do. You know what to do. You do. You know. Don't make them money a trouble, no. Don't make them trouble, no. Don't make them trouble in this. A baby is not a joke. And look by yourself. You know, say you're not a joke. You have emotions too. And enough of we go through enough life trauma because our parents were just not prepared and didn't seek the help that was there at the time, or limited help that they had. Please don't make no man entrepreneur. Please don't make no woman entrepreneur. If uno they do the thing, wrap it up. You can have a lot of nasty sex, no. You can do that safely. Do it safely. There's a lot of diseases going around as well. You get me? But at the same time, back to what she was saying, it's like there's like a social, what's that term? Goodness gracious. Like they're trying to push this narrative that we all hate having kids. We just don't want to have kids. Like, you know, and there are people who are genuinely happy, who have been suffering from infertility, who have been trying for years, and some people who just genuinely want to be a mother. Where is the push on that type of energy anymore? Where is it? I don't understand. Why is it so hard? I don't get it, but I get it at the same time, because men hate women. But that's a whole nother video. Femicide's high, y'all. Always been high. But you know, I heard I Am Eloho say in one of her videos, we should just cut it off. Let's turn the tap off. If you ain't got kids, don't have no more. That's what she was saying. And if you got kids, good. If you got kids, don't have no more. And if you don't have kids, don't do it. I don't know about that. I'm not gonna tell nobody what to do, but it's your life and it's your body, I believe. And I believe people have the right to change their minds. Conclusion of this video is, please be more responsible with what you're saying, because like, it's so insensitive to tell people that, oh, they can't have kids because they don't have money, and money is not even real. The economy is not even real. Like, if you deep it, like, newborns aren't expensive. Newborns aren't expensive. I have a newborn. All he feeds off is my milk. The clothes, you can prepare clothes for him. If you're financially like unstable, there are places that can give you free clothes. There are churches, donation boxes that can give you free clothes, newborn clothes. They grow out of the clothes so fast that people don't even have time for you get new clothes, y'all. Like, there are resources to help people, and I feel like we're losing that natural family, that environment of showing up for one another. There's a video on TikTok that I saw with friends, like five friends who have kids in gaps, and they just have a pool of like, oh, clothes that my kid didn't wear, you can get it. What happened to that? Are we too good now to do that? Are we too bougie now to do that? But yet you're on food stamps. I don't understand. The mentality is messed up. I don't get it. Because at the end of the day, it's just fabric. They're just gonna dirty. They're just gonna play in the dirt as they do. In my opinion, if you're in a hot place, I wouldn't even put my kids in clothes. I don't even buy clothes. I would find the nearest resource of free clothes as possible, free shoes, free all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're making it look like kids are mad expensive. And let's not talk about raising many consumerists, capitalists, and just all of that. Kids don't use nothing unless you put it in front of them. You know that. Well, that's a whole new video. A whole video. I think the lie of money and raising kids, it's a lie. You know? But thank you all for watching this video. Big open up, nice, clean mold self, clean arm, clean oil, clean everything. Love them. And I'll see y'all next week in the next video. Leave your comments below on what you think should happen. Should people wait to have kids, or should they just have kids? It's whatever. It's their life. Let me know. And I'll see you in the next video.